Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Safra here at Paradise Rolls. Woo! So we've got a couple of really cool announcements to work out first before we get into our game. And we'll do, it's been a couple weeks since we've been here, so we'll do
Mic
a couple of
off.
like real
Mic
quick
feedback off.
character reminders,
Mic
and then
on.
we'll get into the
Mic
game. So
feedback
the first
on.
announcement, this hopefully, fingers crossed, is our last virtual session for Safra. We are gonna reconvene back in person now that it's a little warmer, a little safer. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be happening in the next couple of weeks. We will not be getting together next week. We will not have an episode next week because it's spring break and we're getting all, loose, willy-nilly, whatever the young kids these days say. So we're not gonna have a session next week. But we'll reconvene the Tuesday after the 15th, which is a Tuesday. That is after the 15th. I don't know the date. Um, nope, don't know. 22nd. We'll be back to
22nd,
22nd. Yeah, just calendars. Cool. That being said, any of y'all else have any other announcements that we need to get through before we get started?
Uh, Episode 2 of the Proving Grounds will not happen next Sunday due to spring break concerns as well, and will happen the week after.
I guess if we're talking about all of
Mhm.
Paradise Rolls, all of Paradise Rolls is basically going to be on hold next week. So everyone else enjoy your spring break as well if you get one. I don't, but yeah, definitely we'll all be, three sessions a week right after that.
Yeah, so look out for some announcements on social media on the week of the. Probably next week we'll start talking about it, but we'll have like a full schedule lineup coming out sometime at the end of next week for the following week, so you all know when to tune in. Cool. So that's that in a bag of hats. Let's do some quick character reintroductions to remind people who's who and what's what, and then I'll do a recap.
Well, I'll go first, and I'm sorry, but I don't have the voice changer anymore as I have a new computer. But yeah, I'm Mark Anthony, and I'm playing the Minotaur Paladin Arterian. Yeah.
My name is Estes. Today I'm playing Chadwick Walker, the Burnout. You could say.
I'm Natalie. I'm playing Elwyn. She's a half elf druid who's relatively clueless in social skills.
I will go. I'm like looking at everybody's face to see if anybody's jumping in. I'm Tatiana, and I'm Mofongo con Caldo here on Twitch, and I am Lenora Quill, half elf wizard. Soft spoken. Half elf.
Hi, I'm Natalia and I play Astra, Tiefling Warlock.
I'm Sienna, pronouns they, them, a, and I play Crow, pronouns he, they, and he is a rogue satyr.
Fabulous. And I'm Shars, pronouns he, him, the game master. Cool. So let's get into our recap. Last time, I'm gonna shuffle through this because guess who did not write it down this time? This guy right here. So last time, our adventurers decided to split ways. A couple of them went to the inn to check into their rooms and to sleep because they were all legit exhausted. The others went back to the mansion in the woods to see if they could find anything that gives them more of a clue of what was going on there. Those who went to the mansion arrived and found that it had been sort of cleaned up after they had left mere hours ago. The skeletal remains of the risen skeletons that they fought were no longer there. Books had been disheveled. In one room in particular, where the body that Lenora Chadwick and Arterian witnessed getting snatched was lying there. And yeah, it looked like there were a bunch of things missing, and like things had been cleaned up a little bit. So the group went back to their comrades at the Firefly Inn, checked in, had some laughs, had some famous Firefly whiskey, and had a really cool interaction with the waitress who was just not having it. Our group who stayed at the hotel went through some of the items that they found in the mansion. They were able to figure out that the piece of chalk that they had picked up is highly magical, but that's all they were able to discern at the moment. And the journal that they found it was a laboratory journal, and it detailed all of the experiments that this person, that the body snatcher had been doing to the bodies that they snatched. And yeah, and you notice that the front page of that journal had the same symbol as the symbol on the dead people's heads. That being said, we left off with all of you in the tavern with two choices. You had called the bartender over to have a chat with you, and the waitress who was not having it really wanted you to go to a different hub.
Yeah, what was the name of that seedy place?
Who you talking to? The bartender is there, kind of like looking at Elwyn, just kind of like, yes, you wanted to talk to me. And the waitress left ages ago. She's off wandering around tables.
Then I am speaking this just into space.
Space. Cool.
Yeah, I think I remember my question as well, but I don't remember the name of the bar. But I remember that it was in a seedy part of town, right? The waitress was kind of nasty about it, even though she wanted us to leave.
Yeah.
It was like, give me a second, I'll think of it.
All right, well, I'm going to ask my question, which is, well, first off, do you have another one of those invitations? You said that our invitations were different, but do you have, I think I asked you, but just to make sure, do you have a example of another one that you've seen?
I don't, to be perfectly honest. The invitations all actually like really look the same to me.
Do you recognize this symbol?
He takes a look at the symbol.
Yeah.
Let me do a roll for it. Oh shit. He takes a look at the symbol and he's like, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's vaguely familiar. Like I said, all these invitations, they kind of look the same to me. They kind of look different, you know.
Can I tell if he's telling the truth?
You can do an insight check. So that'll be D20, add your insight modifier.
Okay. Oops. 22.
22. You know, he seems to be a little confused, but you get the sense that he's overall just kind of telling the truth. He's like really trying to, it's not something that he really like intentionally remembered. but he doesn't seem to be intentionally deceiving you.
Okay. Okay. I have no
Yeah.
further questions.
Oh. Well, some of you, one of you has to have more questions for me. No?
I have my key.
Who's Mikey?
I have my key. I have my drink. I have no questions.
Mm,
Do you
okay.
have a question for me?
I asked it.
Do you have any other questions for me?
I really want to know who Mikey is.
Mikey is outside of the walls training with Jimbo.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Very nice.
I'm just gonna create a bunch of NPCs for you.
Not writing that one down.
This is quite good, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you. That is the Firefly whiskey. That is our specialty. You can see as you swirl it, there's a hint of a glow there. That's our special recipe.
Is it magic? Gunk.
I don't actually know if it's magic.
Hmm.
Could be.
It seems magical. The
It
effect
definitely does
surely
magical
is.
things.
I broke the lock on that diary, right?
You did. You boing.
I'm gonna sit down and
With a spoon, no less.
that's right.
It was a really good
Very
roll.
excited. Yeah. Thank goodness for that spoon. Because I have no other weapons on me to use. Yeah, I'm gonna sit down and take a look at that. I think you told me that I got like a warm feeling when I opened it, right?
Yes, you did. You did
Can I do
indeed.
can I do another like insight check or
Sure. What do you wanna what are you trying to find out? What are you trying to glean?
anything unusual? Like if it's like I mean I could do a detect magic, I suppose, but I think we already did that when we first picked him up. But yeah, anything that's sort of odd. I'm gonna look at the words later, but yeah.
I want you to make an Arcana check
Okay.
as you rifle through the book one more time.
I wish D&D Beyond had a dark mode because yikes.
I know, right?
Okay. Oh, that's not great.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry, I thought there is a dark mode.
For Roll20 there is, but I don't think D&D Beyond has one, do they?
You can change your background.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Anyway, I rolled a 3.
all right, yeah, I mean, there's like you can sense a little bit of magic coming from it, but like, you're not really sure if it's actually that you're like, oh yeah, this is magical, or we stole this book from a magical dude who was like literally raising bodies from the dead and then talked about it in this book.
Right. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna keep flipping through it for the time being then.
Okay. Cool.
There is a dark mode. It's if you do under dark mode, it'll make your character dark mode.
That's freaking hilarious.
I was like, did I imagine this? I was like, I swear to God, I saw something. Anyway,
She's like,
It looks
don't come
it's
for
like
D&D Beyond.
like, wait a second. It has something.
like look, I mean it's just like funny. I'll change the background.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and walk to the half-baked succubus. I don't know what the place is called. I couldn't find it.
I mean, you could ask somebody specifically, like
I
maybe the girl who told you.
I asked God and no one answered, just as I knew no one would. So I'm gonna do what I do best and start a walking.
I thought I had it written.
We have not taken a long rest, correct?
Nope. No, you have not. In fact,
Sleep is
most
for
of
the
you are
weak.
still exhausted.
Yeah, sleep is for the weak.
Have I given the book to Lenora yet?
I don't remember, but you can give the book to Lenora. I think you did. I think
I
you
think you
did.
did, because I definitely drank that rotten milk already. So
Okay. Lenora, you have the art of revitalization. I cannot say that word. I'm not even gonna try. I can't.
Revivification. Revivification.
I can't say it.
It's a weird ass word.
And remember, art is spelled with an E at the end because it's what? Fancy.
RT.
Yeah, I just want to say revivification now.
Revivification. All right, Chadwick, you're just gonna walk out the door.
Yeah, I asked the
Yeah.
ceiling.
Yeah.
I
Ceiling
did
business
my
fun.
best.
I'll walk out the door too. I'll follow you.
All right. I'll let you two make a history check if you want to try to remember the name of the thing. I wanted to see if y'all wrote it down.
Did I'm so
Um,
upset. I'm pretty sure someone.
That's the harlot in the corner.
Yep. Yeah. Astra, you remember it.
What was it? Rusty Harlot?
It's the rogue and harlot according
Oh.
to Astra.
Oh, literally the name of
Sounds
the
amazing though.
book.
Roasted harlot. It's a comedy club. They're just like, look at this bitch.
They just tell yo mama jokes all night long.
Okay, I have to turn my heater off. Hold on.
Yeah, I got to get my dice. Actually, I'd roll digital.
Oh gosh.
My dice bag. It's broken. Why?
How did that happen?
I don't know. It just came apart at the seams. It was gonna try and drop my mini.
Oh wow. Oh, your co-mini.
My co-mini. It was like sticking out of the bag. Like, I don't want a third co-mini.
He was trying to escape.
That's how much he wants out of the Shadowfell.
Right. So yeah. I would like Chadwick to roll a D4, please.
A D4 for what?
Just Chadwick, just for being Chadwick.
Oh, okay.
1 second, I don't own any D4s.
You don't have any D4s.
I don't own many.
Oh, okay.
There's one somewhere in here. Or maybe I'll use them all. There it is. 4.
Okay. Wow. You
Yeah.
lucky child. Yeah, so you're actually walking in the correct direction toward the Rogan harlot. Yeah, so you just kind of like start going toward the other end of not the far end, the bridge that's opposite of the Firefly Inn, across that bridge and head down into town. And I'm
Following my feet.
all right. And then we've got Crow following you.
I would like to go up to the tavern keeper guy, request another whiskey, and tell him, "Your serving wench is driving all of your customers away. You should have a conversation with her."
I've had lots of conversations with her. Unfortunately, she is the owner's niece.
I'll have a conversation with the owner myself.
You you are right
Then
now.
perhaps you should ground her.
Can I do that?
The Gravekeeper has
Hmm.
tasks to do. Send her there.
Oh, hey,
Maybe
that's not a
she'll
bad idea.
maybe she'll learn some respect.
Should probably learn how to dig. That might be nice.
She may
She
become
could
stronger.
use that.
Yes. Yes.
You know, she has always been interested in gardening, so that might be a good fit.
Agreed.
You know, planting bulbs, planting heads. Not that different, is it?
No, not to my knowledge. But
Wow.
one of my new friends over here. I look over at Elwyn. She may have something to say contrary to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up when I hear my name and be like, I mean, not really. I mean, I guess it's the same, you know. And you get stuff growing from bodies just like seeds, so yeah, depends on what you're trying to grow, I suppose.
Rotten fungus. I think the bodies will
Yeah,
do
that
fine
would
for that.
a body would definitely work in it. Hey, where did Crow go? Where did Chadwick go? Where does everybody?
There, follow the tall person outside.
Okay. So I'm gonna follow, but I'm still holding the book, kind of reading and sort of generally following where they're going, but like not really paying attention. I'm just like asking questions behind them. Like, what do you guys think this symbol means? Like, this book doesn't really make any sense to me. And I really like, we keep seeing that symbol everywhere. And I feel like it's something, but like, I'm not a symbologist, so I don't really know like what I'm supposed to do. just sort of, you know, not even loud enough maybe for anybody to hear me.
I
You're
like how
still
you
in.
choose to follow the illiterate people, or at least a literate person, when you have someone who reads and writes in books all day right next to you.
Well, to be fair, I have tried. I have tried.
Lenora's not
And Lenora
the
is
most
just, she's
perceptive.
not having it.
We're men
like,
of action.
I did burst into her room without permission and start asking lots of questions. So.
She's usually kind of like, "Oh, stop talking to me. Write it down for me."
Who's left in the tavern?
Write it down for me.
Who's left in the tavern? So I guess it would be you and Astra?
I thought Arterian was still there too.
And
I'm
Tyrion.
still
Yep.
like arguing with the guy.
Mhm.
Not really.
I feel like you're like scheming, and he's like, "So what else does the gravedigger do?"
He falls asleep excessively often. On shift, off shift, he's always sleeping in the same place.
So does my niece. This sounds like a perfect job. How do I get the gravekeeper here?
It sounds like a perfect marriage, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Isn't the gravekeeper like really old?
He's like really old. But that
Perfect. She will inherit all of his stuff.
Yes, and then she doesn't have to work for you anymore. You can pay someone who's competent.
Oh yeah, yeah. I could pay someone who's competent. Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's competent.
Well, I'm sure there are some. It honestly is quite embarrassing being this close to the magistrate. You know, I mean, none of them ever come here, but you know, especially this weekend. You know, with all the sheer amount of people coming in for the ball. You know, we're mostly booked up just with ball guests.
Understandable. Well, I will be sleeping here tonight, but I will not drink around the frustrating pain in the ass you have walking around.
That's fair.
You're a great
Well.
person. Here's some money
Oh
for
well,
some
thank you.
whiskey.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that, and I will be sure to send up some complimentary fire whiskey tonight for when you return.
Yes. Artin like
Firefly
hits
whiskey.
himself on the chest and like yeah, and then walks out.
The silverware on the table just kind of like shakes ever so slightly with your booming voice.
Like get under the doorway and I like smack my chest. Yes, and then keep on going.
That leaves Lenora and Astra in the pub.
Wait, so Arterian, you just went up?
Yeah, I was talking to the guy. I paid him for some more whiskey. I took the shot, and then I walked out. How much are those fire whiskey shots?
8 silver.
They're very expensive.
They are. It's their specialty. And you're literally on the Isle of the Magistrate. It is, the governing body of this entire country is a few thousand feet away from you.
I mean, Lenora's gonna still be sitting there obsessively, like, looking at the books and taking
Okay.
copious notes.
Cool.
Ever so often, she'll kind of like raise her head to see if she's alone. Like if there's still people from her like crew, but then she's just like drawing.
Yeah, you look up and Astra is there. Astra, what are you doing?
I'm eating an apple, watching her read.
Nice.
My foot on the table.
Lenora's
Cool.
very happy that Astra is quiet, so she just kind of looks at Astra, just like with her like, and then she just keeps going. Just keeps drawing.
Cool. All right. So the rest of you, let's go to the harlot. Let's go to the rogue and harlot. Okay. Let me get down. Okay, so as you snake your way through the increasingly narrow and grungy streets of the core of Port Laverly, the sun is starting to set as this day is coming to a close. You notice that the buildings in this part of town look a little older. They're a little closer together, and honestly, some are falling apart in the corners. The cobblestone street smells of refuse as a river of what you assume could be humanoid waste streaks down the edge of the street toward the gutters. And like when it rains and there's just like water kind of running through, that's kind of what's going on. It smells nasty. You pass a man sitting underneath a window. He's wrapped in a blanket, leaning up against the building, just kind of muttering to himself ever so slightly. Just as you continue down what looks to be the thoroughfare of this part of town, you continue for about 15, 20 more minutes. You can see among the half timber buildings that one has an iron sign outside. It depicts a shapely leg with a high heel on the bottom. There are ruffles as it looks like a dress is being pulled just above the knee. And there is what looks to be a knife inside a garter on the thigh of the person's leg on this iron sign. But that's it. It doesn't have any actual labeling. It's just that sign. But you gather this is probably what you're looking for. There are a couple people outside with steins of ale, laughing and talking to each other. This is a local place.
Here we are. It's the half-baked succubus. Told you I knew where it was. Speaking of which, Chad does his thing.
A half-baked succubus. I like the energy around here.
What are we doing here?
We're drinking cheaper and
Oh,
Yes.
without that bitch at the bar.
Well, maybe not that one, but I'm sure there is some bitch at the bar who's going to be rude to us.
People are usually a little too afraid of me.
I'm so lost. Sorry. I thought Arterian went to sleep.
Nah.
No, that was the plan last time, but I didn't go to sleep. Instead, I talked shit with the innkeeper and then left after telling him
Right.
that his serving staff was subpar.
I convinced Arterian to go party.
Hardy.
I'd like to write a book about party culture in each different city. Port Laverly could be fun.
All
Yeah, I'm
right.
still talking and reading as they walk in, and I'm not really paying attention to. I've like flipped through. It's not a very big diary, right? It's like that big.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not super big. Yeah,
yeah.
and a lot of it's
So
empty still. So
I've gone through it like 8 times, and I'm like determined to find one piece of information about it. But once I walk inside, I'll look up and be like, "Oh, well, this is very different from where we just came from. Are we drinking? Is that what's happening?" Chad,
Yeah.
Chad, you haven't slept in like when did you sleep last?
It's been a couple
You haven't
days,
slept. I was like, you haven't slept
but
since I met you, so
let me tell you about this time I went like a week without sleeping. Man, the stuff I was seeing was crazy.
yeah, that happens. I ate a mushroom in the forest once, didn't know what it was, and just ate it. Yeah, had some similar experiences.
Yeah, it's like that. I think I know the one you're talking about. Hey, do you know where to find that?
Oh yeah, no, they're all over the place. Yeah,
Oh,
I could take you. Just down by the ocean over there. Yeah, not very far.
yeah. Cool. You're my new favorite.
Yes, we should feed them to him prior to going to the ball.
Like popping. Are we doing drugs?
We're gonna put Chadwick on drugs and then send him into the ball and see how he can dance.
Hey, I
No
can
sleep.
dance. Don't you deny that.
I can't deny. I cannot confirm. I've never seen it.
What about you, Arterian? How are you at dancing? Because I can't wait to see that. I got to tell you.
I dance kind of like this. And then he just does like a bunch of different poses, like menacing poses. And he does it like slightly rhythmical, and then you hear his hooves like hitting the cobblestone. It's like his own form of music. It's his beat, but it's quite slow.
Certainly, you're a beat of your own drum there. Just yeah. Well, can't wait for all this dancing at this very strange party that I have no idea why I'm going or why I'm here. Really, this is all really fun though.
I can't wait to see the look on all these royal people's faces when a minotaur walks into their ball.
I don't know. Maybe they'll surprise you, and there'll be another minotaur there. I mean, that would be kind of cool.
I haven't seen another minotaur in years.
Well, maybe this week is your lucky week, Arterian. I don't know if that's lucky. I'm just assuming it would be. I don't know. I've never met one myself, so
I left my bongos at the Butterfly Inn. Damn.
You can use your ears. Slap yourself with them.
has
And
anybody
indeed,
seen
Astra.
Crow? Did Crow go? Where did Crow go?
I was asking about drugs.
Oh, that's right.
Here, I'm asking about drugs.
Well, we don't have any drugs here. There's drugs out of the city, but I'm assuming we're
sure
not doing
there's
that
some in the
tonight.
bar.
Well, I'll let you guys investigate that.
You suddenly Arterian, Crow, and Chadwick, you all notice that Elwyn is kind of glowing. Like, not just, oh, you're glowing, and not like, oh, you're pregnant, you're glowing. Like, she's literally glowing right now. Like, she's emitting light, dim light for about 5 feet. You're only able to notice it now because it's starting to get dark outside.
Wait, let me put it on D&D Beyond there.
There you go. Yes. And as you all say drugs, you hear a little voice say, "Did somebody say drugs?" And you see this very small gnomish fellow walking over, and he's got the tiniest little trench coat ever, and he's like holding it closed, and he's like, I can hook you up. Yeah, you want some? You
I
want
said
some
drugs.
drugs? All right. What do you want? What do you want? How much you got? And he like kind of like does a little twitch thing, and his giant ears kind of go like a dog.
What
Do you have? I know you have
is
like
this
1
individual?
million daggers.
Those are not for sale. Let's see. Trying to find what I have. Hmm.
No, no.
When
The rest of you?
what
N-
you said it's a gnome, right?
Yeah, he's a gnome.
He's a
Okay.
wee little guy.
Like 2 feet tall. Yeah.
Okay. I look
Oh.
down, very, very down at him, and I say, "Are you trying to get me into trouble?"
That depends. If you consider having a great time, some trouble, then yeah, I'm trying to get you into trouble.
You're trying to condone that I were to take some form of mind-boggling medicine?
I mean, hey, if you don't want to, just say so. It's no peer pressure here. Just kind of you just say no.
You know, little friend, I'm fairly certain that that is illegal here.
You see any guards around?
I pull
Do you know what part of town you're in?
I pull out my shield and my morning star, and I put my shield on the ground. I'm like, I'm with the guard.
I'll take some though.
Did I say drug? I meant drugs. Do you want my rugs? And he like skitters away.
No way.
No, before he does, I I had something that I wanted to try on him. I'm gonna cast command on him. Can you make a wisdom save for him?
Make me look up some random stat blocks.
Yep.
All right. Wisdom save?
Yeah. My DC is just absolutely so high.
9.
Oh, it's high enough. Okay. Yeah, so then he fails and I'm going to be like, "Come closer. Hand over what you have in your pocket. The illegal substance."
Let's see. I'm just reading the spell.
Yeah.
You trolled yourself. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so you can give it a 1-word command.
Give.
Drugs. I put my hand out. Looking
Starts
into my
taking
hand.
everything.
Trying to figure out how he would respond to this.
That's
That's
fucking
so
funny.
He's gonna take your hand and just like drag it along the floor. He's gonna say, "Drugs. I drugs your hand."
Okay.
Okay, I
And then
found
he
what I
like,
have in my possession.
okay, what do you have?
I have 12 quarter-sized pebbles and a bone shiv, and I'm gonna take the bone shiv and I want to like shove it like right up into his like little jaw, right? And be like, "I've got 12 pebbles for your drugs." I want to intimidate him.
Hey, make an intimidation check.
How close am I to the bar? How close is this situation to the bar?
You're probably like maybe 20 feet from the door.
And how far? Oh, wait. How far is the bar from that? Like are we inside or outside?
You're outside still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you haven't gone in yet.
Never mind.
I've rolled an 8.
An 8? All right, yeah. He kind of looks at you and he's like, "Who do you take me for? I don't sell my rugs for that little amount." And he is going to attempt to get away from you. I want a contested strength save against his dexterity check.
How much? How much for all natural rugs?
I don't know. Go ask some of the people over there.
16.
16. Yeah, he can't get out. He's like, "Ah, I go.
Um,
He thinks he's clever and he's like, "I'm going to dash away. Yoink."
Can I just pick him up and like take his trench coat off of him while holding him like out here?
You can try.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Okay. I guess make a dexterity check while he is trying to escape.
$19.
Ooh. I got a natural
I
20.
knew you were gonna get a
Ooh.
nat 20. I knew it.
He, as you yank him up, he falls out of Crow's grip and twists and falls out of your grip too and skitters away into the darkness.
Don't come back.
Goes under some legs, between some legs of some people. He's gone.
You stay away from here. If I see you again, it's the prison for you.
A lot of the people gathering here are looking really frightened now.
Artie, you're such a buzzkill, man.
Can we go somewhere without
honest.
getting into a fight, please?
To be somebody in the crowd going, "Narc."
Yeah.
Buzzkill.
Yeah, for real, Arturian, you're being kind of a narc.
I'm gonna run up right here and I'm like start like slamming his chest, like you know in the movies when like there's that like hysterical lady in like the love comedies and she's all mad and she like is hitting the chest and crying because something happened. That's what I'm doing, except I'm like, my drugs.
I just say, if they can't be free, then why get them at all? You know, like I was trying to get them all for free.
Well, no. See, food, shelter, water. Those are the free things. You got to spend your money on the fun.
Elwyn finds her fun out in the middle of the forest.
That's where I find my shelter
Exactly.
and my food.
I know, that's where I live, man.
Yeah, but she finds her mushrooms out there and she was offering them to you. They're free. So why would we have to pay this puny thing for I am sorry. I thought it was
Apology accepted.
Come on, Arturian, I'll buy you a shot. Let's go whatever they're serving here, which I'm guessing is not the special fire whiskey from that weird place where we're staying.
Is it mat shots?
What? I don't know what that is.
So Matt, you know how at bars they have mats
Oh
that
yeah.
they make drinks on? Yeah, they pour that into a glass.
Oh.
And there's a mat shot.
It's like almost as bad as a game of Kings at the end. Just,
And you have to have that after like 4 or 5 drinks. Like you can't just have that right off the bat.
You have to have run out of everything.
Hey, it's on special, so it's Chadwick's favorite.
Chadwick, in your experience, for the most part, there's like you want the mat juice, all right, and they usually just give it to you for free because they're really confused. Nobody's got onto the fact that they can make money off that yet. Yeah, okay, so as you all go into the pub, we're gonna jump over to our friends at the Firefly Inn. What's going on over there?
Sorry, I like literally just inhaled my food. Sorry.
Sorry.
So I'm gonna assume that like Astra is kind of distracted, And I'm gonna like get up all quietly and just get like 2 inches from her face and then just go, we should go with that bull. But I'm like this. Like Astra turns around and I'm just like, I think we should go to the bull.
What?
We should follow like the bull and the tall thing and the crazy one and the girl that doesn't shut up. We should go. Let's go.
Okay.
And she
Do
just
you know
kind of
what
starts
went?
walking and assumes that Astra is agreeing with her. And she just starts walking.
I'll go. You intrigue me.
Like, okay, do you know where they went?
Yeah. They went to the Rusty Harlot. Is that what we're calling it, or was it?
I feel
No,
like it
it's the
should stay the Rusty Harlot.
no, it's the Dusty Succubus or something.
No, that's the 55 and up bar.
So she's just like, okay, I will follow you to the rusty the rust the thing. I'll just follow you.
It's senior night at the Rusty Island.
We're gonna go to the rusty the
We're gonna go play some bingo.
Ash is
like,
cracking up.
I don't know what that is.
Ash
What's
is cracking up.
It's like what's a harlot?
Go see.
I'm just following.
All right. Yeah, so y'all you go. You know in general where it is, so it doesn't take you too long. I'd say by the time the whole drug incident is done, you two are strolling up and you notice that Elwyn is glowing.
So Lenora's gonna go up to I love that. I'm gonna go up to Elwyn and again just inappropriately approach her. Just get really close and then just kind of like just like inspect her, like looking around to see why she's glowing. Does Lenora have an inkling of why the hell she's glowing?
Make an Arcana check.
Can I also make a perception check to see if I notice this? Because Owen just took me up to the bar to buy a drink for me.
Oh, you haven't entered yet.
Oh, okay.
11?
Yeah.
You're still outside. 11. Something magical's happening. Not quite sure what. Something it's but you get the sense that this is not like normal for her. You've traveled. No, you haven't traveled with her. You get the sense it's not normal for her.
Can I just like poke her?
Yep.
And I'm just looking down at her like, hi. What's up? Because I'm trying to be like real, like cautious with her. Because the last time she got real mad. So I'm looking at her and then kind of side eyeing at Astra, who's next to her, and like just kind of what is happening?
I'm just like literally like pawing at her, just like trying to reach for her face. Like I'm just like literally like trying to figure out if anything changes.
At least
When
buy
I-
a drink first.
Can I tell that I'm glowing, or is it
Yeah, you can tell you're glowing. Yep.
okay? So yeah, I'm gonna look down and be like once I look down at Lenora, I like notice. I'm like, wait, what's happening right now? Why? What's happening? And then I like poke Lenora back while she's poking at me, like, hey, like fix this. What's up? And I have detect magic. I know it's magical, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but I do want to get a drink because this is kind of freaking me out after being in that stupid house we were at yesterday. So, Yeah,
Please
let's
tell
go
me.
drink and somebody tell me why. Okay.
Please tell me there's like saloon doors.
So there are indeed. So
Yeah.
so you go through like a series of vestibules, right, to get in. So you have these giant, large, sturdy double doors that you go through. And then there are saloon doors, and the saloon doors open. No, sorry, the saloon doors are not first. There is a single large door with a dome, like a half circular top, and there's a giant stained glass window set into it, and it is a beautifully rendered window depicting the same sign as the outside, but this time it's in color, and you can see that the skin is very light, and the dagger, it looks dark and sharp, and the high heel boot is black, and the ruffles of the dress are colorful, and there's like extra colors around like stained glass windows are wont to do. And you notice it says the rogue harlot, the rogue above, and then harlot below. Once you open those doors and go through those, you're in another little vestibule where the saloon doors are, and you can push them open, and you find yourself in a very, very large main room. The ceiling is a little bit lower, and there are like some rafters there, and it's filled with tables. There are patrons scattered around the room, and in the very center is like like an oval shaped bar, kind of like Cheers but not square. It's like an oval. It's right in the middle of the room. You can see that there's a man dressed in he's got like a white, fairly large puffy shirt with like the 1920s armbands kind of thing going on. He's got his like sleeves rolled up and a vest, and he's got, you know, these slacks, and he's rushing around fulfilling drink orders. And in the far corner is a band, and they're playing some songs, and you can see a blonde elf dancing fairly promiscuously nearby. She's wearing a tight corset, and a very large flowy skirt that she kind of is like doing, you know, some skirt dancing with.
Oh. Oh, this is nicer than I thought from the outside. Uh, anyone else want a drink and a show?
Lenora's gonna see the lady that's dancing and just like open her eyes because she's never seen
Uh,
anything like that. And
Cover her eyes.
just sort of like
The woman is
just
fully
say like that.
clothed.
Oh, that's fine. And she's just like, wow, like basically like just kind of like, you know, and she's just staring.
Maybe you
Ellen
should go
walks.
to the Butterfly Inn and wait for us. I don't know if you're old enough to be here.
I don't, but you guys came here, so I'm here.
Ellen
Okay.
just like walks straight past Chadwick to the bar and like yells at the bartender, "Give me a shot," and just like whatever it costs, like just give me the shot, and I like, and then somebody tell me why I'm glowing.
Since Elwin
You
had
notice
kind
like
of offered me a drink, I follow to the bar.
the bartender's like, yeah, two drinks, yeah. I'll get it for you right here, right
Hey,
quick. Three shots. Who's calling the shots? What is it? Come
uh,
on. And he's like pouring another drink and like pushing it
whatever
down
you're
the.
making, plus one of whatever's on the mat.
He looks over and there's a martini on the mat, and he's like, I don't make martinis for just anybody. But I did just send off this this rye vodka, so I'll make you I'll take care of you. Yeah, go find a table. He's gonna like start mixing some drinks.
All
And
right.
then a second later, he comes and he's just bringing like a bunch of shots of this like the liquid. It looks like it should be some kind of like vodka or tequila, like a clear liquid, but it's not actually clear. It's a little bit opaque and it's kind of like murky.
Mm.
Here you go, and I'll get your drinks right up there in just a second.
All right, let's grab a table.
Do we see a table in view?
Yeah, There are a few tables scattered about that are empty. There are a couple of booths on one wall. The chairs around the fireplace and the chairs around the windows and the chairs around the band are all taken.
I go to a booth.
Okay.
I was no, there's probably no. Never mind. Yeah, follow Tyrion.
Okay, so you all head to a circular booth. You all kind of fit in there. Arterian, you have a little bit of trouble because you're so big and bulky, but you're getting just fine.
Okay, so I don't imagine we're the only guests at the ball tomorrow, are we?
Doesn't sound like it. The tavern.
It's been about 70 years since I've been to a ball.
The tavern keeper over at the Moth's Inn told us that there were more people staying there that are waiting for the ball, and that he's entirely filled up on his rooms with people for the ball.
Makes sense.
I don't know how many rooms there are, though.
Well, cool. It's a pleasure getting to know you. I have someone to talk to at the ball now.
We will probably be the largest things in the room, except for the columns and windows.
And the room. The room will be larger.
I sure hope so.
I bet you that we're going to see something larger than you at the ball. That's my. I have no money to bet, but I'm gonna bet. Also,
I've
could
seen
somebody
creatures.
please tell me why I'm glowing?
Wait. Hold on.
I thought you were a torch.
Who all is broke? Who got invited to the ball?
Well, I'm not broke. I just, I'm broke.
Okay, you're broke. You work as a guard, so you're probably broke as hell.
I don't actually work as a guard.
Oh.
I'm a shock trooper. When they need.
Oh, you work in the army.
Yes, when they need me for battle.
You're even broker.
I am broke, but I also take what I want.
This one tried to pay for drugs with pebbles. This one's broke. Crow.
Yes.
This one's a child. This one's probably broke.
No, but the child is rich in knowledge and awkward stares.
Wait. Astra, are you broke?
Broke. And speaking of being broke, I don't have no clothes for the ball.
Oh. Oh, that's something you should probably take care of.
I'm broke, except I stole from dead bodies, so now I have 12 golds.
So why were all of us broke fucks? As to the ball. That's interesting.
It's an interesting question. We have almost nothing in
you
common.
I could believe. I guess your military experience, Lenora, their knowledge. The rest of us, I don't know. Maybe we're just supposed to be clap. Maybe they need extra people to clap. That would make sense.
I mean, it's free
Maybe they're
for
throwing us in some weird dungeon or something with more dead bodies and glowing people.
Well, Lenore
maybe
doesn't
it's
know if she comes from money or not because she literally only has interacted with her parents in a bookstore. So she doesn't quite actually understand what it means to have money or not have money.
Mm.
She knows that she was able to come here and that she's going to the ball.
Well, I'm very affluent, so
What?
yeah.
You said that you just drink mat shots so they don't have to pay for alcohol.
How do you get rich unless you don't pay for stuff?
You can cover my shots then.
You make a
Because I'm gonna
disgusting
have a
point.
lot more.
All right, so the bartender comes around and he's like, "So sorry about that. This night is just well, it's a night as you can probably see. Here are your drinks. They are a very special concoction of they are our rye liqueur with some rice extract. They're pretty good, you know."
Thank you.
Can I get anything else for any of you?
I'll have some expired milk, please.
Okay. And you?
Can I have can I have some tea with some milk and some honey?
Sure. Do you want the expired milk that one's getting?
No,
Okay.
just
Regular milk,
normal milk.
honey tea.
Your biggest
milk.
glass of ale.
Biggest glass of ale. Okay. Sure.
Like it better look big in my hands.
Oh, well, I think we have just the mug for you.
Awesome. I knew you would.
And he's gonna like hustle off.
Who's the biggest person in the bar right now?
Let's see. There's a very large, like human-like man to the toward the stage area. And there's a very tall, lanky tiefling that's also it's on the other.
Okay,
They
not
sit
the
on the other
lanky
end.
one. I want to
Okay.
insight check. Just like the general attitude of the human.
Okay.
That's a 7+. Oops.
7 plus what?
2, so it's a 9.
Okay. He seems jolly right now. His cheeks are a little rosy, so he might be a little bit drunk, but he seems to be having a good time.
Okay.
There's no ogres.
Not that you can see.
No Zogres?
Oh.
Zogres.
I wanted to make him fight an ogre. Egg him on.
Yeah, I if I am able to just like squeeze out of the booth, I want to go over to the table with the big guy, and like out of my hand, like give him a handshake and be like, introduce myself, be like,
Hi, I'm Martyrian. I haven't actually been here before, but I looked around and I saw that you're probably the biggest individual here. Let's have an arm wrestle, friend.
Hello. It's so good to meet you. My name is Nigel.
Nigel. Awesome.
Very nice to meet you.
I've never arm wrestled a Nigel before.
Let's have a drink. and he like shoves a mug of ale. He literally takes a mug of ale from one of the people at the table and gives it to you. And then he like slams his mug into yours, spilling like, half of it before like drinking, and then slamming it down. And he didn't even like finish it when he slammed it down. There's just like ale everywhere. It's a sticky mess.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I match his enthusiasm with the glass punching, and then I finish my drink and put it down. And I'm like, "Thank you." And then I look over at the person who he took it from and say, "Sorry."
So we arm wrestle.
Yes. If you're up for it.
Oh, I'm up for anything. And he's like kind of like swaying there. He like holds onto the table for a second.
Is he having a bright orange bushy mustache?
No, he does not. He has black hair that is like spiky, like military cut when that was a thing.
Okay.
And like kind of like a patchy beard.
Like the guy from The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like him. With no mustache. I think that guy had a mustache. This guy does not have a mustache. Not a very good one anyway. What am I looking up? Okay, cool. And then pulling this up. Okay. I'd like for you to roll initiative.
Just Arterion.
Just Arterion. Yeah.
It's a 12.
Oh.
Aha. Cool.
Did the drunkard beat me?
Yes, he did.
Damn.
So, roll me a strength check, please.
18.
Ah. He got 22. So you start the arm wrestle and he quickly gets the edge over on you. Let's do another strength check.
Oof. 12.
Oh, yeah. That's 8 for him, so you get him back up to center pretty quickly. He looks a little angry right now. Strength check.
Damn, another 12.
Wow. He got 2, so 5. So you get him a little bit more. Go for it again.
13.
8. You get him one more. He's very close to the bottom now. Give another strength check. What the
21.
fuck? Is that it's not a natural 20, is it?
No.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So the next thing you know, you are slamming his hand down on the table, and like all the drinks kind of jump, and it's all of his friends that are sitting there start yelling. They're like, "Oh, you!"
I say, Nigel, thank you so much. I've needed this all day. It was quite fun.
Yeah, well, I'd watch where I was going if I were you. You don't want to fall into a trap
A
or
trap.
something.
Most of them are too small for me. What were you drinking? Just an ale?
Just an ale.
Let me get you another one.
And I'm gonna order another ale over to the table and say,
Have a good rest of your night.
I will try, but I will never forget. I shall get my revenge. And then he like plops down, like
I arm wrestle a lot. Don't take it like
I do too.
This is a very consistent thing.
Coming into my bar, arm wrestling me.
Do you see the big guy with the floppy ears over there? He's the only person who's beaten me.
Which one? Which one?
The one that looks like he's standing, but he's sitting down.
Oh. I don't know. There are three of them there. I don't know. Just, he
There.
like turns away and gets his ale and just gives you the cold shoulder.
Okay.
By the way, keep track of the number of drinks y'all are getting. Ales are 2 copper. The shots were 3 copper apiece.
Chadwick,
And
how
my
tall
ale?
are you?
And the what?
And my ale,
How
how
tall
much
is
my
Chadwick? Sorry, I forgot how tall Chadwick is.
let me double check because I want to be consistent, but I think I'm like 8.5 feet tall. Yeah, 8.5 feet tall.
Thank you.
Cool.
Sorry.
Yeah, the your ale is 5 copper. As it finally arrives, as he's bringing all the others, and now you do see an ogre. An ogre is carrying a literal, like a smallish wine barrel that has a handle attached to it. It is a huge, huge cup. And he tries to put it on the table, and Bartender's like, maybe not. You might break the table. Just hand it to him.
Yep. I'll either set it on my lap or right next to me right here.
Okay.
Bendy straw?
What's that?
No, I'm just kidding. But hey, this guy wants to arm wrestle you.
He's on the clock. He really can't. He's got lots of deliveries to make. He doesn't, he's not going to do it. But I'm sure one of these guys will do it for you.
I pissed off Nigel.
Oh no, not Nigel.
I beat
Can't
him
believe
in
you
an
pissed
arm
off
wrestle.
Nigel. Do you know who Nigel is?
He was the biggest person in the bar other than Chadwick.
He is the biggest person in the bar. That's right.
And this thing. You're. And then I just look at the ogre and I'm like, I have to arm wrestle you. When do you stop work?
He says, "Ding."
I don't know what you are. You're.
He's an ogre. He's an ogre. Have you not seen an ogre? You're part of the guard. You've seen an ogre before. Come on, man. Give him a break.
Do we have them? We don't have them on our side, do we?
Well,
I don't think I've seen one.
They come and go.
Maybe it's because he's dressed.
Are you used to seeing naked ogres?
Loincloths. At most.
It's okay. You can tell us you see naked ogres.
Yeah, that's just the propaganda, man.
You're very wise, Chad.
Well, I guess. And the bartender's like, really, Billy? You think you want to do that to him right now? I guess. All right, go to the bar. It's a little bit more sturdy than your table.
Yes! Awesome!
So the Billy the ogre goes over to the bar with you. Roll initiative, please.
This is gonna be funny, guys.
I'm
There
just
ain't no
at the
way
bar
he's winning.
watching this.
6.
Are we getting in a fight again? Because
I'm
I
getting
don't
in another
wanna get
arm
in a
wrestle.
fight. Okay.
He got 17. So, go ahead and roll strength check. Oh, better.
Fuck. 6.
14. He gets you down 1. Go ahead and do another strength check.
16.
17. He gets you down another 1. Strength check.
Oh, fuck. 14.
15. He gets you down 1 more. You're hovering over the edge. 1 more strength check.
Unnatural 20.
Oh. 16 for him. So you get him back up one. He's starting to sweat. He's like, oh, I thought this was going to be easy. Strike check.
Oh, god damn it! A 9.
A natural 20. So he gets you down one more. One more strike check.
Oh, 10.
18. Boom! He slams your hand on the bar. The entire thing shakes. It looks like there might be a little crack in the weathered wood that makes up the bar. Everything just kind of shakes, but at this point, everyone has stopped and watched, and the entire pub is cheering.
I just go.
He's like, "Thank you, thank you."
I just look at
thank
him. I'm like,
you."
Billy, you are extremely strong. Thank you for accepting my challenge.
Thank you. I had a good night. And at the end of that arm wrestle, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back in like 3-ish minutes.
3-ish minutes.
Yeah. Do you know how to? Oh, we don't have that set up on your end.
We don't have that set up on my end.
Okay, we'll do a quick break. Everyone, if you want to go do something, turn your cameras off, turn your mics off. I'll leave the music playing, and otherwise we can just hang out. But quick break. Come back at 7:25, and we'll go from there. All right, everyone. While we're waiting for people to come back, I wanted to do a couple of quick shout outs and announcements. We already talked about how we are not going live next week. I am going to I'm going to start coordinating some really cool extra content stuff. So keep an eye out for that. We'll be posting some very short videos pretty soon to Twitch and also to our YouTube channel that give deeper introductions into each of the characters in each of our campaigns. So we'll go a little bit into the backstory. Pretty cool, pretty exciting. So we'll be looking into that soon. And then the other thing is we reached our first. So we did a drawing for some exclusive exclusive info that players don't get to know. And so we like this drawing stuff. It's been kind of fun. So we're gonna keep it going. So we've set a new goal, a new milestone of 50 followers. So if you know people, get them to follow, because once we hit our 50 followers, we're going to do another drawing. And this one is going to be a drawing of our follower pool. And the winner will receive a $25 gift card to D&D Beyond. So yes, that'll be super awesome and fun. So get your friends to follow, and you could win 25 D&D Beyond dollars. I think that's all. Those are all the announcements that I have.
I think that you've been heard, but for some reason Discord is not showing up in OBS anymore. I think it's breaking. Did our internet just go out or something?
That's weird.
Everything is breaking.
That's weird.
It's mainly just Discord.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely heard.
Yeah,
We can definitely be heard. We just cannot be seen. So I think you just need maybe just like try getting rid of that input, and then like the source, get rid of that screen share source, or modify it or something.
Okay.
Or it's possible that you like hit it or something.
No, Discord like closed and now it's mad about it. Let's see.
Oh, your computer just doesn't want to open Discord at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I think we're good now.
Yeah, I can see us.
I don't know what happened there. But yeah, I think you were heard the whole time. I saw the audio bars move in, so.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I did a check as we were talking, and I could hear us. So sorry you couldn't see my beautiful face as I gave that announcement. But that's okay. Next time. Yeah, so we'll be doing that. So spread the word. Let's get some more followers, and we will do that awesome drawing. And then there's more backstory content to come. We'll give it another couple minutes for the others to come back round, and then we'll dive back on in.
Sorry, I'm in here.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Oh, nice. Everyone's here. That's my everyone's here dance, in case you haven't noticed. I was gonna say we lost Arterian. Okay, Arterian is back. All right. So, you're in the Rogue and Harlot. Bartender, you're friends with the bartender now.
It's party time.
Maybe
Buying the bartender a shot.
Ellen could be like
Absolutely.
the strobe lights for the party.
Beckon the bartender over.
Yes. What can I do for you?
One, pour yourself one on me.
I like you.
And two, I'm gonna lean in very close. We're a part of the ball, but we had to get out of that ritzy fitsy bullshit bar they set us up in. But the bartender was. Can you help me, Elowen? The symbol you were talking about.
Oh yeah, this one. And I pull out the diary. It's on the cover or on the inside. I can't remember.
It's on the inside, like the first page. It's the one that says "Keep out. This means you."
Right, with like
Ellen.
like a 10-year-old girl. Yeah. So yeah, it's this right here. We've seen it all over the place, but and I didn't do this as I was talking, but I'm slurring my words. So because I don't drink all the time. So like I've had whatever we had at the other bar, and I'm at least 2 in here. So Yeah, I just want to know what this is and why I'm glowing, because nobody seems to even acknowledge it except for this small child over here with her big eyes, and she was poking me, but now she's having tea in a bar. So anyway,
You could be a
That's
and I
part.
so
just like
Portland of
look at
you.
Chad, turn over to look up at Chadwick, like.
And I'm gonna be like, also, yeah. Well, what does that mean?
Well, I don't think I've seen that symbol before. But I know someone who you should ask. And they might be able to help you out with the whole like glowing thing that you're doing, like a glowworm. They might be able to help out with that. I have to go and ask though. It's
Okay.
I can't just give you a
Do I
meeting
really
with
look?
her.
Do I really look like a glowworm?
I mean,
mean, those
glowworms
are-
are cute.
Like
I mean, they're yeah.
a pretty
Yeah.
glowworm.
I mean, they're cool. I guess I'm
Yeah.
okay with it.
And you're gonna turn into a glow firefly.
Just gonna say, better than a firefly any day.
That's fair. Yeah,
We
that's
don't
fair.
have a rivalry, I promise.
And,
Yeah, let me.
Also,
Yeah.
this symbol, there was. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do remember there being a symbol on our invitation. Yeah, I'm gonna show them the symbol on the invitation.
Curious. Same one as in the book.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Weird. Very, very curious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me go see what I can do. See if she'll take an audience. And I'll be back. And you see him walk off, and he like passes the bar a little bit, and there's like a bar back in there who's like now starting to mix drinks and everything, and he's just like, yep. And he like takes a shot and then goes. You see him go in the other end of the bar. There is a stairway that very similar to the Firefly, and it goes up, and there's one that goes down. He actually goes up, and then he he's gone for a good few minutes. And do you want to do anything while you wait for him?
Just make a mess, drinking from my giant pony keg.
It like sloshes a lot. A lot. At one point, the handle feels like it might come off because
Hey,
You
it was
mind?
not made for this.
You are absolutely disgusting.
Oh, excuse me.
So a couple minutes later, it's actually so it's actually like 15 minutes later. It's like it's a long ass time. He comes back down and he's like, all right, I tried to pull a few strings, and she says that she'd be happy to meet you and talk to you about it, and she'll be happy to do that now.
That's wonderful.
This is a
Uh,
rare occasion. You're really lucky that you're getting in to see her.
Their
Where is she?
back room or
Upstairs, I'll take you. Come on.
all right. Ugh.
Can we all go?
because
Yeah.
I'm still glowing. Wait, are we going upstairs? Because I'm gonna need help up the stairs.
I've got you.
Come here. I'll. Chadwick. He says he's got you. He's.
How do I do it?
I don't know who you trust more. I think Chadwick's
Oh.
probably drunker.
Elowen in one
I-
hand and the pony keg in the other.
I mistrust you all equally.
You're
That's the
very
sweetest thing that
smart.
I've heard all night.
Two very different reactions there.
What happened to the wheelbarrow? Did we lose that?
It's,
Yeah, you were supposed to bring the alcohol that we purchased because this was a BYOB event.
I'm pretty sure I put it in my room.
Yeah, it's in your room.
So we're all going
Thank you,
upstairs?
thank you, Astra. I forgot all about that.
Good point, though.
I did too.
It's there. It's available, but
That's
not
It's
for
totally
us
so much
cool
here
with
right
me.
now.
Because these drinks are cheap, and so I don't have to worry about it.
All right, so he takes you upstairs. You actually climb up to the very top floor, which is like the fourth or fifth floor of this building. And at the top of the stairs, it's just a very small landing. There's a single door in this landing, and it's a really actually elegant, like peaked door. It comes to a sharp peak. It is not super tall, but there is a brass knocker on the door, and it is the leg from the sign, and it's the heel of the high-heeled shoe that hits the base of the thing. Yeah, it's
Nice.
super cute. There's so he goes in and he like does a
There's a name
and
for
it's like, there's a name for what?
nothing.
Okay. So he does like this very special knock, waits a minute, then a little window opens and a man kind of looks out. He's got this like really bushy white mustache and beard, and he kind of looks around and he's like, okay. You can hear the locks unclicking, and then he opens the door, and you're let inside. And this room is it's basically the entire floor. At this point, you can see the peaked roof that and very tall ceilings in here. There are stained glass windows around of different depicting different things. Like one of them has flowers, roses of this scarlet red. Others are depictions of battles, and others are still just, nature-esque, kind of just flowy designs. There is, in the far corner, there is a large canopy bed with Tyrion. Let me get to the stream. Oh, the stream did it again.
Yeah.
The stream did it again.
I'm not.
The stream did it again.
It's back now.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure
Cool.
what happens. We probably need to figure out a better method to keep all of our faces on screen.
Yep.
I have to test
Well,
this on a different thing to see if, because it's just Discord closes and I don't know why.
yeah. Well, luckily, this is our last online one. We'll be in person, so we won't have Discord
Good
to
point.
worry about next time.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. So you walk in. There's a writing desk very close. And then there's like a lounging area on the other side where there's these very plush, elegant couches and chairs, and there's some bookshelves, and there's a fire roaring in the fireplace, and you see that there is a woman lounging on the chair. She has a dark green cloak with her hood pulled up and covering most of her body, but she looks over at her light pale skin catching the firelight, and you can see locks of red, deep red hair coming out of her hood, and she says, "Come, have a seat."
What? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So my name is Chad. You call me Chad or Chadwick. These are my friends. I was told you know a lot about symbols and symbology and symbiosis, all that stuff.
Well, I don't know who told you that, because I'm not an expert in symbols. And she like shoots a
And I
glare
just
over at the bartender, who like slips out.
I just like interrupt her and be like, "Hi, I'm glowing. I need glowing. I don't.
Yes, I
I
can.
don't know why. Yeah, I don't know
I can
why.
see that. Mm-hmm.
Could use some assistance."
Yes. Yeah, Frederick, would you please please. And the old man with like the mustache and beard, he like walks over to you and he's kind of like looking. He pulls out this it's like a monocle, but it has like several different lenses on it, and it's on like a chain. And he like is like switching the lenses, kind of like examining you. And then he's like looking around, and he's like, "Ah, young lady, did you pick up any strange magical items lately?"
Yeah, I got this this diary from this small child that's with us here. And I just like sort of like, like
Let me
not
explain
throw it, but
that
like kind of
better. She didn't steal a small child's diary, I swear.
Well, it's unfortunate,
I
but
didn't steal it. She gave it to me. She told me I could have it. I didn't steal it.
it's
Jeez.
unfortunate for you that you are now indeed cursed, my dear. You are cursed.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes,
What?
a curse. I knew it.
It is something that magical people can put things, curses on things, so that when they are messed with, they are activated and inflict the person. So it's possible that that you picked up this diary. You said you picked up this diary. It's possible whoever's diary this is, that they cursed it, and they probably have inflicted the curse to be glowing so that they could find the thief of their diary.
Cool. 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 So
Uh,
um
he just kind of looks at you. His eyebrows, by the way, are like really long and white. He's just like,
Thanks, Alfred.
Lenora at this point, after she heard the lady say it's curse, she just starts trying to hide behind like the crew's just like
Well, what served of particular interest to me, that is this symbol and this symbol. They seem pretty similar.
She reaches her hands out to take. Mm-hmm. And the old man, he goes, "Yo, come with me. We're going to take care of your curse for you. I'm just gonna need to get some stuff together." And so
Like,
he's gonna like steer you over to the
wait,
desk
wait, wait,
area.
wait, wait. You're gonna be the coolest person at the party. Why would you want to get rid of this? You said that you don't have any clothes. Why would you change this? Wait until after the party at least. Come on.
well, they haven't even told me what the curse is, man. I don't know. Like, look, no offense, but I'm drunk, but I'm not drunk enough to forget that taking your advice is not always great. So what is this curse gonna
When
do?
have
I
I
just
ever
need more
steered you
information.
wrong? When have I ever steered you wrong? Name one time.
You're right, Crow. You've never, not once.
Just listen to your old buddy Crow. You don't want to get rid of this curse. This is cool. I'm jealous. I wish I had this.
The old man turns to you. I could arrange that.
Okay.
Oh, you're not frightened by that.
No, let's do it.
I was bluffing. I can't give you that curse. But the curse, to answer your question, the curse appears to simply be to make somebody glow, so that as the thief that you are, could be found. And then the woman on the chair, she's looking at herself, and she looks up and she says, "We're very used to this kind of curse. We do it a lot. Just this is something that happens.
Well, that seems to
This
fit
is something we've done."
Well, and then I'm gonna turn to the group and be like, well, what do you guys think? do we want to find the person? Did we kill the person who did that? We did that, didn't we? Didn't we? Isn't that person
No,
dead?
no. Um, I don't think so.
We don't know all the details.
You would
Okay.
know that he is dead. You literally killed him and then
Yeah.
dropped him in a grave.
No, no, I don't think we did.
But what about his boss? We don't know if he had a boss.
You know, that makes it sound like it's a corporate thing, but I think it was just like some random body stealing dude.
Did you say body
So,
stealing?
is that a yes on the glowing or a no on the glowing?
It's a yes on the glowing.
It's a no on the glowing, and it's a yes on the body stealing.
You look cool, but you're gonna give us away if we're trying not to be given away. Get rid of it.
Just get rid of it after the party. After the party.
Follow the white mustached man.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
sitting at
follow
his
the white
desk.
mustache man.
He's kind of like,
Oh shit, it's the gravekeeper.
okay, so the woman is, so are you getting the curse removed?
Yes.
Okay. So he's gonna go and start performing a little ritual on you. Over with the woman, she says, well, this is very, very interesting. I this symbol is familiar to me. We've had eyes out there that have seen this symbol popping up around on people's foreheads.
Oh shit, it's that symbol too?
Yeah. um
Why
I'm
keep
not
asking
really
questions about it?
not really sure what exactly it is, but we've seen this symbol one other place. I assume you know who we are and why you're here. That's you should know who you're talking to. So so you would know that we know pretty much everything that goes on in this town, and there's been some rises in some unexpected underground activity, if you will.
I don't know who you are.
Klepto necromancy?
Child kidnapping? I yell from the other room.
Um, I don't know for sure, and I don't know the symbol for sure, but there, like I said,
That's a yes.
There's been a new underground group that has turned up in town. We're trying to find out as much as we can about them. Surely we would know of every underground organization in town, and this one is new. It's concerning. And we don't know what they're about, but I have had some of our guild members say that they suspect that they've seen similar symbols down in the catacombs below, in the sewer system below, probably marking trails or paths or something. We're not sure yet, but we're working on it.
Jeez, lady, you talk more than I do.
So why is there the same symbol from an official document?
That I can't tell you. Are you sure it's official?
Yeah. This came to my manor just a few weeks ago.
Okay.
The parcel master was a very kind individual. Bought and paid for my whole stay in this fine city.
Well, very nice. It's that I'm sure you feel very out of place in this part of town.
Not really, but hey, I had to make my riches somewhere, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sure I don't, but I know I know the sentiment, having to make riches one way or another, right?
You know what I'm saying.
I think I
If
know
this
exactly
is
what you're saying.
Matt drinks instead of paying for them. That's how he got his riches.
That's one way.
I mean, you're a little large, but you know, you might be a good addition to this guild. You s- have the you have the thought there.
I feel like you keep talking about this guild as if we're supposed to know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Well, you're here
we're
talking
here.
to me. You should know. You should know to whom you are speaking.
Well,
This
no,
is a
we came from downstairs. We asked the bartender for some advice on the glowing and the symbol, and then he was like, "Come up here. This lady never lets anyone see her, but she's gonna see you guys. That's all we know about you."
I am intrigued about the symbols, because it is something that we are working on here. I guess I should have properly introduced myself, though I don't know any of your names. But you can call me Scarlet, the Scarlet Harlot. Other people who do not get the pleasure of my company refer to me only as the Rogue Harlot. And this, of course, is the headquarters of the Thieves Guild. We are an underground organization that seeks to make our riches while upholding the Thieves' Creed.
Um, I introduced myself once before, but again, my name is Chad, and these are my friends.
I am Arterian, and these are my friends.
I'm staring at her as I was staring at the one downstairs, and I'm just like, I'm Lenora. I'm Lenora. I like books. Hi. Hi. And she's just like, hello.
And you notice that now that you're like staring at her, she has these bright green eyes. She's very full figured, very voluptuous. She's wearing a very tight corset that kind of makes like it really cinches her waist, and she's got this gorgeous long dress. And she smiles, but because you're so close, you notice that she doesn't actually like make eye contact. It's like her eyes are always kind of like it's like she's looking off just past you, always.
Can I as like I see that she's doing that, like can I just kind of look back and see like what she could be staring at? Like do I have a sense of what she's looking at?
Yeah, you turn around and she's not actually like staring. It's more like she's kind of like always scanning the room,
Oh, okay.
always being aware of every single person's movement. You get the sense she knows exactly where you are, but she knows that Crow is over here, and she knows that Chadwick is there, kind of shifting his weight, and Astra is over here with her tail kind of, moving. Like she's aware of it all. I'll make you a deal if it so interests you.
What deal?
I am now very intrigued by the fact that your invitations have this symbol that we've been trying to investigate. As it so happens, I also received an invitation for this ball, but my invitation did not have this symbol. I hope to see you there.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Well, it'll be really hard to find us now without our
We're-
glowing icon, so good luck.
If you really want
I
to
think we'll
glow,
still be pretty hard to miss, Crow. We got a damn minotaur with us, and like a 8 foot tall Chadwick. So yeah,
That's me.
yeah, and you. So, and Astra, anyway.
I mean, we don't even know if it's like assigned seatings or how it works.
Are
That'd
they
be cool if we were all at the same seat
Scarlet?
table.
Does your invitation lead you to the same location as ours?
In what way? What do you mean?
I look at the invitation and I like read out the building that the ball is taking place at, and I'm like, does it say the same thing on yours?
Of course, that's where it always takes place.
Okay,
Is it
so
the same handwriting?
yes, is it the same handwriting? What about it is different other than the symbols?
I'm not sure. She gets up and walks over to her desk and pulls out her invitation and kind of starts to compare them, and she's just like, I'd have to sit with a little bit more, but the handwriting looks the same. It looks similar. I can't really tell a difference. But this is what I'm proposing. I'm proposing that you meet me at this ball tomorrow night, and we figure out why it is. You all have an invitation that has a symbol that has been wreaking havoc on Port Laverly for a couple of weeks now. Does that sound like a good plan?
Agreed.
I accept.
Lenura's like still staring. She's like, yes, 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 yes. Yeah, yep.
She just smiles. She's like, "You are just so adorable."
She like blushes, but she's like still staring at her.
All right. Well, it is very late. I'm very tired. I have things I need to do tomorrow. So I will bid you all a good night, and I will see you tomorrow night at the ball.
I bid you farewell.
Wait,
Just look for
can
the handsome devil tomorrow.
That's me.
I ask her a
I
question?
have horns.
Absolutely.
I ask her if she has anything that I can wear to the ball.
She looks at you and she's like, "I've got just the thing for you. Come and see me tomorrow morning, and we'll get you set up."
Thank you.
All
So,
right,
like,
and
she's
yep,
right. Sorry,
yeah,
Lenora's
yeah,
still, like, again, she's staring and like she doesn't know how to curtsy, but in her head it like looks a certain way. So she just like does this weird just like
yeah.
she's trying to
What?
curtsy, but she doesn't know what to do. So she's just kind of like obsessed with her now. So she's just kind of like.
She kind of leans over toward Astra and she says, "Is this one all right? She okay? No.
That is yet to be determined.
I
Wonderful.
think she had too much honey.
Yes, yes. Our honey is infused here. It is very, very delicious. Anyway, I will see you all tomorrow. Go get some rest. You'll want to be well rested in case there is anything that comes up tomorrow at the ball. I fear that this symbol is ominous.
I'm going to
And
go to sleep.
cool. Well, that's where we're going to end tonight's session. As you all go back to the Firefly and to your rooms to finally take your rest. So, finally, those of you who have not level up, do it. Get rid of your exhaustion. And then next time, so not next week because we're on vacay, right? Yeah, not next week because we're on vacay. The week after, we will resume the story with the ball.
The ball.
Woohoo! All right.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time in paradise.
Good night, everybody.
Paradise.